Greetings, wonderful viewers, wherever you are. Welcome back to Atlantic TV, the home of TV revolution. As always, we're located in the little smiling coast of West Africa, the Gambia, and yet still our studios, very lucky enough, we're located at the West Coast region side of Gambia, Combo South, Farato. Welcome to another episode program of your favorite program on TV called Sports 360 Light. Sports 360 Light is back again, and of course we welcome you all once again. Atlantic Studio is right here in Farato for anything that you need, especially very good programs. Just follow us, go to our Facebook, go to YouTube, go to any of these of course social media handles, and you will definitely have news, sports, education, everything you need, health, among others. Well, today the Sports 360 Light takes you to another sporting discipline, which is called athletics. Athletics, and for that matter, is marathon. Well, before I involve my guests, marathon committees have been existing in the Gambia for quite a while. We have the famous Burfoot Marathon Run, the Njawara Marathon Run, the Jigos Marathon Run. You know, I mean, name them, couple of them. But unfortunately, some of them drop along the way, maybe because of sponsors, because of certain things. But the only existing ones right now I can recall are two, which is the Afrisel Banjul Marathon Run, and to cap it off is the Pirang Marathon Run. Well, Pirang Marathon Run is, of course, bringing yet another edition. This time it's called the third edition of the Pirang Marathon. Well, lest I forget, we too have the Bajana Marathon Run by Roy, but that also fade out. Yeah, reasons, I mean, sometimes it have to do with athletes or etc. But the Pirang Marathon Run is another surviving marathon run right now in the Gambia, and they are staging another one, which is called the third edition of the Pirang Marathon. Well, my guest today is no other than my own little brother. He's been with me. And then last year he was here. It's called Tijan Bojang. Many people call him High Speed. Meanwhile, High Speed is the president of the Pirang Marathon Run. Tijan, welcome to Atlantic TV Sport 360. Huh? For the second time, right?
Thank you, BigSam.
All right, welcome to your home.
Hello to you all. My name is Tijan Bojang, just like he alludes. Former High Speed Bojang.
Oh, former.
For the Gambia Armed Forces. Both of senior secondary school, and now a sports administrator in Pirang, specifically Combois, I would say.
Okay.
And the president of Pirang Marathon Run Association. This is the third edition, BigSam, and once again, I'm honored to be here.
All right, Tijan, before we move, just find out there, especially the athletes that are preparing, the organizing committee, the sponsors, your family, everybody. You can say hi to them before we delve into the program.
Hello, good evening to you all. Yet again, we are back. Pirang Marathon Run Association, a non-profit charitable foundation initiated in Pirang, being supported by a foundation in Netherlands called For Gambia Foundation, yet coming up with another edition as the third edition for this year 2025 of Pirang Marathon Run. For athletes all over the Gambia, be it young, old, or the elderly, you are all welcome.
Thank you very much, Tijan Bojang High Speed. Yeah, before we go inside, you talked a little bit about Tijan. Tell us, who is Tijan, especially your athlete's career, and then now you are an administrator. A little bit on that, so that they can know the president. When we say Pirang Marathon, the president is Tijan. Tell us a little bit about Tijan.
Thank you very much, Big Sam. Tijan is a household name. I started my career in Pirang as a village boy. Go to from Pirang Primary School to Alpha Khan Primary School, famously called, then to Botrop Senior Secondary School, where my career emerged as top there. I represented Botrop in various categories when it comes to long distance in the country here. Then from there, in 2002, I joined the Gambia Armed Forces, there as an infantry soldier. Then from there to the sports team, where I won another glories for the army, just like in Botrop. Then from there, as you know, passion geared that sports is my area. So as a sports lover, I ventured into administration of sports. From Brikama, I was head of a sports committee called the Jarisu Sports Elevation Center,
Exactly.
where we nurtured a lot of talents, of which some of them are now playing internationally. At Alphacan, we used to stage. And from there, in Pirang also, I headed Pirang Sports Committee for 4 years as the president of Pirang Sports Committee, during which gave birth to Pirang Marathon Run Association. We are proud to say here that we are moving to the right direction, because from where we started to today, we can say we are making improvement in the lives of a lot of athletes in the country.
Yes, that brings me to my next question, that is a little bit history on the Pirang Marathon Run. For those that hear Pirang Marathon, but give us a little background.
Thank you. Pirang Marathon starts in 2023. It starts as a small marathon, we presume, but the day called for a bigger one as a start of its own, being funded and sponsored by Gambia Foundation. This is a charitable foundation that has been in the Gambia for the past 1 decade, that is 10 years. And Pirang Sports Committee then approached them with the proposal that as a foundation, we can also sell their name in a category of athletics. So we sent a proposal of which they approved, a Netherlands-based foundation. So in 2023, they came up with the first approval for our marathon. So in 2023, we staged the first ever Pirang Marathon with the theme running to change future. That is changing future through sports. Then in 2024, the second edition, out of trust that we successfully held the first edition, Gambia Foundation stepped in again for the second edition, of which we ran for road traffic safety. Run for road traffic safety was the theme there. And basically, BigSam, the Pirang Marathon Run Association, yes, it's a fun jihad day. It's a day that calls for fun, entertainment and the likes, but it's a day that sends messages of importance to the general public. This is why every year we come up with themes, that is to say slogans for the marathon, of which we use prominent personnel in that area to speak to the public or to speak to the masses on that day about the event. So we believe during that we can send a message, we can send the signal there, especially when it comes to road traffic accidents in the country last year. You can see we were able to sell that image that we can reduce, and it's a collective responsibility that we come on board, create the avenue for people to come and gather, we sell the message to the masses. And exactly that's what our footing. It's a charitable based foundation formed basically to promote sports, good health and togetherness, and by extension promoting sensitive or burning issues in the community by at least sensitizing the public on how best we can solve it together, or we can solve them together. Basically, this is the footing of Pirang Marathon Run Association, and we have a lot of partners that we come into dealing with when it comes to the Pirang Marathon Run Association.
Well, fantastic one. A little bit very clarity in there. Thank you. Of course, high speed. Tijan, Bojang for that clarity. Moving on, can you describe your first edition and second? Yes, before we talk the third edition, because the third edition is coming up. But first, for my viewers, give us a little bit some of the tips of this first and the second one, and how do you feel about the entire 2 episodes?
Thank you very much. The first edition, as alluded earlier, just like I mentioned, we ran the 21 kilometers, the 10 kilometers, the 5 kilometers, and 1.5 kilometers walk for health for the elderly. We also ran the 800 meters for the school-going children. And the same year, we included the 400 meters for the school-going children, also the lower categories. Okay, out of that, we believe this is an event that is gaining momentum, both in the country here and outside the country, because immediately from the first marathon, we get signals from outside the country, from the Pirang diaspora personnel, that they were watching this marathon, or they had the chance to watch this marathon, and they felt proud to be associated with Pirang. So that tells us that this event should be a continuity. And on the spot, on the D-Day of the marathon, the main sponsors, the CEO of the sponsors, declared that they are going in for the second edition, meaning the event was already successful before the people dispersed. So that tells us that, you know, the first edition was successful. So in the same May 2024, after 2024 in May in 2023 and May in 2024, we staged the second one because we believe it can be an annual event. So we staged the second one with the same categories there. We look for other avenues on how best we can tap funds to be able to include other categories, of which we were able to secure some funds from Oxford Bookshop, who supported in the kids category because they deal in school items. So in the 2024 edition, we have the nursery school inclusive. That tells you that now all are inclusive. The whole country is now inclusive. Because if you talk of the nursery school to the professional athlete there, that tells you that Pirang Marathon Run Association is all-inclusive event. So,
okay, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so exactly. So this tells us that now coming to the 2025 edition, preparations are on high gear. We have already made.
But do you? But the first and the second, editions are a perfect one.
Perfect for that matter, and yes, very successful, and not us alone as a running association.
So we were there, and then
but the people that were there were able to attest to the fact that these two editions were already successful.
And so that gives you a boost.
That gives us the motivation. That gives us the hope to go in for more and more. And be rest assured, BigSam, that for Pirang Marathon Run Association, we are not seeing this Marathon Run Association or this Pirang Marathon a start and stop issue. It is going to be a continuity. That is to say, with the foundation sponsoring the marathon, we believe we'll be able to go the highest height.
Yeah, because you have the, it means you have the sponsors.
We have the sponsors.
That many people struggle.
Exactly, yeah, because the foundation is a Netherlands-based foundation. They are not supporting only sports, they are supporting education, health, and sports. So, but for us as a marathon, they said this is a pilot project for them. They tested, it works for them, so they are continuing with us. But now, it also gave us avenues to look for funds from other areas. That is to say, this is the Gambia, this is Pirang, this is the community of Pirang, so we can reach out to other people to see to it that this event is a Gambia-owned event.
It's a community thing, and
yes,
the
community-owned event, so that at least anybody who chips in will keep in to see to it that it's my own event.
Yeah, that's community takes belonging. Well, once again, you're watching Sports 360 Live right here at Atlantic TV. It's all about the Pirang Marathon Run, the third edition coming up. Of course, with Tijan Bojang High Speed, the president of the Pirang Marathon Run. Now let's open the bag to my viewers. What is in store to the bag is, give us all the information. We know that the third edition of the Pirang Marathon Run is coming up. Give us the day, when, how the registration, what and what is put in place in time of preparation.
Perfect, that's true. The day is on the 9th of November, Sunday coming next, 2025. With the theme or slogan, Run for a Safer Environment. We have extended partnership to National Environment Agency. We have also extended invitation to the Minister of Environment, and we are seeing this as very key partners when it comes to this year's event. These are people that we are hoping that they will be on the ground, and they will be able to send a message to the masses on that day that will be of great benefit to the whole country, if not the world at large. Because when you say environment, yes, it can be community, it can be a nation, but it can be the whole world. So this is why it will be important that these people are already on the ground on that day, and we have extended invitations to them. And at the same time now, the registration has started, and it is ending on the 2nd of November. The reason being that is because the registration is limited to only 300 participants. We catered for 300 participants. That's what we budgeted for, be it the T-shirts, be it their feeding and the likes. So on that, on the 2nd or before, when we have the number, target number, we are closing the registration. So BigSam, coming to the day and the events to be competed for are the 21 kilometers, male and female, the 10 kilometers, male and female, the 5 kilometers, male and female. Then you have the school-going children race of 800 meters. You have the 400 meters for send a message to the masses on that day that will be of great benefit to the whole country, if not the world at large. Because when you say environment, yes, it can be community, it can be a nation, but it can be the whole world. So this is why it will be important that these people are already on the ground on that day, and we have extended invitations to them. And at the same time now, the registration has started, and it is ending on the 2nd of November. The reason being that is because the registration is limited to only 300 participants. We catered for 300 participants. That's what we budgeted for, be it the T-shirts, be it their feeding and the likes. So on that, on the 2nd or before, when we have the number, target number, we are closing the registration. So BigSam, coming to the day and the events to be competed for are the 21 kilometers, male and female, the 10 kilometers, male and female, the 5 kilometers, male and female. Then you have the school-going children race of 800 meters. You have the 400 meters for school-going children again. That is the under 14 and on the under 9. Under 9. Then you have the nursery school race for 200 meters also. All these categories will be competing. At the same time, we have a category called the Walk for Health. Walk for Health is for the elderly, 45 years and above.
I'm part of that.
Exactly. And all these categories will be given prizes. So our mega prize on the day is $13,000 with a trophy, certificate, and medal. That is for the 21 kilometers race. Okay, the second prize for the 21 kilometer race is also a medal, certificate, and a cash prize of $9,000. And the same third position, both male and female are mentioned in here. The third position is also a medal and cash prize of $7,000. So when it comes to the 10 kilometers race, it's a trophy, medal, certificate, and a cash prize of $6,000. Then you come to the second position, medal, certificate, and a cash prize of $5,000. Then you come to the third position, 4,000 medal and a certificate. Then you come to the 5 kilometer race, then you have 3,500 trophy and a certificate and medal. Then you come to the second position, you have 2,500 certificate, medal, and no trophy. Then third position is $2,000 with a certificate and a medal. So this tells you that the distribution on that category is for the mature athletes. That is their open category. Then you come to the children category, that is the school-going kids. We are awarding them in respect of school materials.
Yeah, sure.
They are going to win school bags, they are going to win set boxes, they are going to win exercise books and the like. And they are all going to be given prizes from first, second, third. We created the community prize also. That is to say, you who comes from Pirang, if you compete in this marathon, you come out 4th, 5th, or 6th. Then you are the Pirang 1st, Pirang 2nd, and Pirang 3rd. So this tells you that the community participation is expected and is welcome. Mm-hmm. So that doesn't mean that when athletes come from outside Pirang, they come and win 1st, 2nd, 3rd. You who participate for Pirang or within Pirang as a Piranka can be able to also win something. This is why when I mention first, I say it's a community-based event that calls for the whole public to be part of it. Everyone is a winner on that day. Yeah. So this is why BigSam, you'll be surprised. You mentioned that I am high speed, and you'll be surprised that the president of Pirang Marathon Run Association will be running 10 kilometers with his own son.
Oh yeah?
This year. My firstborn will be running 10 kilometers with me, and bet what? My wife is saying she will win, and I am saying I will win. Because when we go out for training,
so there's a competition in the competition.
Exactly. When we go out for usually training, I and him. Yeah. He used to lead when we are going out, but I'll always reach home before him. That tells you that I used to keep something that is secretive.
That is secret when you come to that.
So BigSam, this is not a joke. Yeah. I've registered. He has registered. That is
so son and dad and son competing for 10 kilometers. I told him
to register for 5 kilometers. He said he's going to register for 10 kilometers, and he registered for 10 kilometers. And I've also registered for the 10 kilometers, and I am not bagging up. No. So that tells you that come on that day, you will see competition. Yeah.
That's a competition.
Maybe I will say this thing here. When it comes to running, let them not underrate me on that day.
So and that's a signal to all the athletes.
Yeah, to all the athletes.
All the athletes.
I'm talking to the athletes from the Gambia Police Force. I'm talking to the athletes from the Gambia Armed Forces. Yes. I'm talking to the prisons. I'm talking to all of you. Go back to records and search for who I am. I am on track on that day. And that may be my sign to say bye-bye to the tracks.
Oh yeah?
But
so that could be a retirement track.
Exactly.
And everybody want to do good in the retirement.
Exactly, sir. So to come back to the topic again, the day is going to be like this. By 8 o'clock, we are starting all the races.
Okay.
That is now it's no longer going to be at Bonto.
Okay.
In fact, this changes is very important.
It's very important you mentioned it.
Very important for the athletes.
Yeah.
We are going to start all the races at Pirang Crossman.
At the Pirang
Main Johnson there.
Johnson, yes.
So Pirang Main Johnson there, if you calculate now, you are coming up to Bottrop.
Okay.
Up to Bottrop, where you have the weighing station.
Yes.
That's where you are.
Yeah, the weighing station.
Yes, you are going to have your turn there.
Yeah.
Then you come back the same route. You go up to Pirang Crossman where you start. Then you end at the Pirang Main Market.
That's how many?
That is the 21 kilometers.
That is the 21. So that's the half marathon, right?
Exactly. That's the half marathon.
Okay.
Then you come to the 10-kilometer race.
Yes.
They are going to start at the same spot.
Yes.
That is the Pirang Crossman. They will take off up to Kaira FM in Kulor.
Kaira FM in Kulor.
Kaira FM. They will not reach Mandinaba.
But Kaira FM.
Kaira FM in Kulor is where they are going to turn there.
Then go back.
They go back, pass the Crossman, go into the town and make it 10 kilometers.
Okay.
Then the 5 kilometers will start from the same Crossman.
Okay.
Come up to Kuloro Main Market, where you have the masjid there, the mosque.
Oh, the Kuloro, okay.
Kuloro Main Mosque.
Yeah, the mosque.
You will pass a mosque on the left, the Jolakunda Mosque. Then you have the main mosque there.
That's on the right.
On the right.
Yes.
It's where you are going to have a turn there. Go back the same Crossman. You enter the town and have your 5 kilometers completed there.
Okay.
These are routes that are being perfectly measured. There's no need to say, oh, they just the distance. Clock it and you will have it as an athlete. So the reason why we mentioned this year is very important. A route of marathon is very important to an athlete.
Yeah.
He needs to know where he will be running on that day. We have been running 2 occasions at Bonto. Then to this. The reason why we took it to Pirang this year is the nursery schools will be taking off first this time. They'll be taking off the events first, so that the athletes will see they are taking off. The elders that are also there will see they are taking off. And on that day, BigSam, there will be medical personnel there. The Pirang Health Workers Association will be there to do free screening for any athlete that feels he wants to screen himself. So that's why the event is centered on that day at the Pirang Crossman. At the Crossman is vast. You have the space for warm-up. You have the space for anything. You have the taps there that you can drink before you take off. This is why we bring it to Pirang now. Okay. Instead of Bonto. Bonto, you can see
that's a new change.
Water is a problem there.
Okay.
And you may not have the conducive environment to do all the warm-ups there.
Okay.
So this is why in every year things evolve and people improve on issues that are worth improving on.
Wow.
So that's why that's the message for this year for the Pirang Marathon Run Association. The nice thing is there will be food for everyone.
There will be food for everyone.
Even if you come as a spectator, you'll be fed on that day, inshallah.
Those from, I'm thinking of those coming from Sotokoi. They might come there very early in the morning.
Exactly.
Well, that's a good one. And the new route have been on Atlantic TV Sport 360 Live. I want us to change a little bit before the time goes. Laftale, ngamin be sata domanding for the Pirang Marathon Run, minal Sanjay Sabanyangoti to Babel Government 3rd edition. Lafta information of the mbadi because community borolum alia kenyana bekala Sanjay bada ya formule lunja mal minto le manabe kala nyameng janni minana final words.
Abaraka bake Pirang Marathon akumasita year 2023 wolon Sanjay Sabakoma nyinane bekala na sinya Sabanyangoti ka Pirang Marathon o bori alota minka wola nyinte ko kaje ko moli be jata kende sabatindi no la nyaadi le ndamol kono be kilimbaya fana sabatindi no la nyaadi le ndamol kono anin wo kam fana be kafuno la nyoka nyaadi le nga fenji be mi yalon ko am fen kumale ti jama'u kan ngo kacha be nafa bondi je so Pirang Marathon lota wala kam nata dani roke bantala mol la min yalon ko mum molleti min yalon jikita ko ninga dani roke buli semma ko non fo Gambia Foundation bolle kono ibe banko kanjan ka mol ma ko karola anin jata kende ala karola anin inata kanyinje ko ka balabo nyoto fana bulandi je so ni be nyobulu Sanjay Sabanyina wala tin nyinan ta sita serung nga kele me karo kono 2024 nyinam fanam ba kela nyin December karo kono andu min kuma ya je wala nyindi ko no November karo kono bin be ya jibe ko tiloka kandile me karo kono nata fo sa nga nyorendi ay futa November ma fon wala o batara sumiya dun de bayela molla batata warra bake so wala tin na a nyorita ka bo mela manke ko no ngatan dalle bi je miya no mufta kata November so wo kam mala nyinan November karo tili kononto mi yalon ko amulo kum fula nyatolti Pirang Marathon Run Association e kumandiro ka foden Gambia bela kaje ko no momo ning a traité mo borlaleti ite sina e kafu molma ni a traité ka wafole ke nyin tama jango ifana sina e kafu molma be si nana jara kende a sabati ninga kacaje lunna mi yalon ko no abe kumaya la bake to nyinan kam mala naraje ko fen dan tambi je society ko non so kacano wala nyin dandangol ben dandangol tankandi la nyaadi le nadan kan fay National Environment Agency la ka foy ko no bella fila e se mo kina wolum wada mol kina wolum mini binala kaje ko na dandangol be tankala nyaadi le so fon na jama moli bari mo jama la ka benje at the same time nadan kan fay la do lamini yalon ko no nga nyinin diroke kaje ko hani marathon botala moli be dannaw tankandi la nyaadi ni wol sotota so wodi no ka fudo lamini yalon ko ka foy Pirang Community Cleaning Association woka fo e fambo e ka clean e ka senendro la ke Pirang na de newalla kon se fenci ka ngadi wala ning atra sotoro ke tanga min dani nan ka bona area council NEA ani other places bulu ning marathon botala bare marathon ye means kuluwo min dundi mol kono wo se continue no so wolon ko nyindi nyinan be lo
so nyina lunju wala manu wato
on the 9th lo karo nyin November karo min kanana atili konon to
abenda lunju mala fe
abenda dimanche lu ngole fe abe ka borobe commence la talan sele
okay
ni talan se commence tare borobe be commence la Pirang sate kono correspond to je then 21 km wala kilometer mo anin kiline folo bijele borol kono kilometer tang boro bijele anin kilometer lulu boro bijele dinniwol fana school dinniwol fana be bora kabo kilometer sorry kabo 800 meters kana fo jeni ba ko 200 meters de nu bora ye ke bala mol min yalon ko fana e nyanta ka bala mamman ke je wollo nyin min ka tamo ke tande pour balo e bambang so wari wo isiyo nyanta ka tara sanji tan nan ni lulu kata wo santola wo lumu be kala wala work for health len so de price sol bije min yalon ko no bulma fen jamal bije min yalon be di la wolum 21 kilometer momi be force tala jabe wili tang anin saba sotola abe kopo sotola abe certificate sotola so ni bota wala mini bono kay be bulma fon sotola mi alon ko no bita fo wili woro wala wili kononto nyol den ni bota wala na 10 km fana la wo fana be wili woro sotola be kopo sotola mi force ta ke woni musol mumi den ayna mini bol no ko wol fana be bulma fon sotola anin kodo ni nara 5 km fana wo nyama dindi wolon ko sa nyunu ka sula minela wolon karamuto jorangolti so natan kan fay Oxford bookshop la ya makoy karamuto jorangol la min yalon ko so wodi ngatala dinnol fanate ma wolum wala so kebal min yalon ko to do wafule nananje ngo keba min boda so ko nada wafola woto keba nyanda fen sambala dimbala afo bi nga wafole ngo se mani botol nin tulu bidon sambana nin keba mi ye wafo ke ni de fosta se mani boto nin tulu bidon dila ni fana se kontan se mani boto dila ni tata nga tulu bidon dila seru nga kele seru ko nga kele so woni nan fana balandati jabe kelale ala janko solo nyol kan support wo area le IGP tour nyol kan support o area la CDS ami la CDS kan support wo area la so that means ko mako yoro ka bona wod la ka je ko kebal mini binala ifana se fen soto no area
abaraka bagi height bin Tijan Bojang afele wato banda bare before we go maybe I didn't ask you certain question you want to make and let me say what's your final word before we go?
Yeah, once again I will say we are calling on all to come on board on that day to be part of the event, and we are also calling on donors, partners, supporters to sponsor in. We have written to areas that we deem fitting to be able to gain support there, especially the area council, because we want to see the impact of a safer environment for the community of West Coast, the Gambia, and as a whole at large. So this is why we have written to those people to help us. The For Gambia Foundation cannot do all. They have sponsored in the logistics, basic logistics, and the winning prizes of the marathon. And they have brought in trophies all the way from Netherlands, branded as Pirang Marathon 2025. So that tells us that, they are supporting us, but as a community-based event and a Gambia-based event, they want Gambians to do more. They want Gambians to chip in. They want Gambians to sustain this event. And Big Sam, imagine we are producing athletes, or we are promoting athletes that are competing internationally in the country here. You can talk of the Gambia Armed Forces, the Baba. You can talk of Seni Sonko, Mamadou Aliuba and the likes. These are athletes that came to Pirang Marathon and they made their names there, even though they were competing in other marathons. So we want more of these marathons to be in the country, and be rest assured that Pirang Marathon Run Association or Pirang Marathon is here to stay in the country, Big Sam.
Thank you very much, Hasbert. Glad to have you back again.
Thank you.
And we promise that Atlantic TV is going to be there as usual.
Perfect. Thank you. We'll really appreciate that one. And once again, I want to say thank you and come and see our speed on that day. Be on tracks.
Thank you so much. Well, that is it. Remember, the Pirang Marathon Run, the annual Pirang Marathon Run, the 3rd edition is on Sunday, 9th of November at 8 a.m. in the morning at Pirang Village. That is where it's going to start, at the main junction out there. Well, thank you very much. We want everybody out there. And I really want my favorite cameraman, of course, the one and only, Edward Muhabaji, to part of this edition. I know Tijan is coming. Edward is coming for Atlantic TV this year. Meanwhile, thanks to Ali Bakary, camera assistant, Tima Fatima, and of course, our candidate, the registered Edward Muhabaji, our favorite cameraman, is going to be part of it. Edu is going to be part of it. And thank you very much, Matar, of course, Elega, and everybody out there. On that note, we'll be back with more edition of sports. From me, Big Sam, keep on sporting.